Mike Huber, Moneyball Hitter Magazine, lead columnist, team hitting specialist. How you doing, everybody? Good to see you. Hey, we got an interesting topic going back to the steroid era. And the question is, were hitting coaches pushed off a little bit to the side during the steroid era? And the answer to that question is probably a resounding yes. Because I don't think that the hitting coaches taught anything differently than they do now, and anything differently than how they taught in the 1970s, to tell you the truth. Okay? So there's no way in the world that hitting coaches had any influence on any of these hitters. And, back in the steroid era, it was not even the major leaguers taking the steroids, it was the minor leaguers also, because everybody was doing it. And in order to keep competitive with your competitors and get to the next level, you almost had to do it. Okay, and so the question is, how does steroids put up bigger hitting numbers? Okay, and I think this is a thought that everybody has. Obviously, you get stronger. Okay, that's the obvious thing that's going on. However, players today are getting stronger through strength and conditioning coaches and lifting more weights and stuff like that, and specific and detailed, sports training. So why was steroids so different than that? Okay, and we know that hitting is down right now, even though the athletes are probably even better and stronger. Okay, so what was so different about the steroid era? Okay, so the steroids, it's almost like taking the magic Superman pill type of thing. When this stuff gets into your bloodstream, it gives you a very euphoric feeling of being superhuman. You become stronger. The steroids even affect the brain also. So the brain enlarges, and your vision's enlarged mentally. Okay, and you think that you can do more than what you usually think that you can do, basically. Okay, so it's almost like a hypnotic state type of thing. And if we compare this to superhuman beings or superheroes or whatever, we can compare it to that. So when you become a superhero, you obviously you change. You become stronger, faster. You believe in yourself more. You have grander visions. Okay, you become really, really, really super confident. Okay, and along with that, uh, your body will take on certain types of techniques uh, in regards to hitting that you probably never even learned about. So during the steroid era, everybody at some point during the steroid era, and then it started to catch, was just laying back on the back leg and trying to lift pitches over the fence. Okay, which we think, or we don't think, we know that is the right way to swing. Okay, now if they were in their regular minds, okay, they would never know to do that because hitting coaches don't teach that. Okay, hitting coaches do not teach falling off the back leg and arching your back when you swing. It's just not taught out there. Okay, and but yet they were doing it more in the steroid era than they're doing now, and in the 70s and even in the 60s. Okay, so steroids gives you more confidence, and your body starts to react more naturally because you have this like super juice in your body basically So it brings out your natural instincts on how to swing. So that's why players were swinging like that. Okay? And, home runs were not just going over the fence, they were going like up in the upper deck in most cases back then. All right? And then once a large portion of players start to do that, it kind of catches fire. Okay? So unconsciously or consciously, it's mostly unconsciously, players start to mimic everybody's swings, and it all becomes competitive, and everybody gets on different forms of the juice and whatever, and everybody starts to put up big numbers. Okay, back in the steroid day, if you hit 25 home runs, that was like nothing. Okay, that was like 15 home runs nowadays. Okay, guys were up between 35 to 50 on a regular basis. A couple of guys in the lineup, at least for sure. Okay, so that's what steroids do. Just imagine, and if you go to our team reviews that we have here at Moneyball Magazine, and we've gone through, you know that one of the reasons we have this magazine is that we are whistleblowing the hitting coaches in the major leagues, minor leagues, on down, but especially we are, putting the flashlight on these guys and all the crap that they're teaching all these major league hitters. Okay, knock to the ball, hands to the ball, types of swings, contact types of swings, situational type of swing, two-strike hitting, uh, you know, certain types of swings on certain types of counts, all that bull crap. Okay, and it's a bunch of bull crap, which is just limiting the potential and confusing the natural hitting muscles of the hitters. Okay, they were probably teaching that during the steroid era, but when the steroid era boomed, what's the hitting coach supposed to do? Step to the side. Okay, because those numbers are so astronomically big, and each and every team, just the barn door came out, and most all those teams went nuts. And it was the funnest era to watch baseball. Everybody knows it. Okay, what is a hitting coach supposed to do? Try to make them situational hit, choke up on the bat, hit for more contact. Okay, I don't think so. They were just mostly sitting back and just watching it happen. And most likely, these hitting coaches knew that these guys were on steroids. Okay? They knew it. All right? So, a lot of the smart ones just camelbacked on everything that was happening. Okay? They're starting to swing, your natural wiffle ball swing that you put over the fence. They're using that swing. Hitting coaches don't teach that, but yet it's working. And so, nothing is said. They just camelback on all these players. Okay? So now the steroid era is gone, and people are in their normal minds. Okay? The normal mind is not, does not have the superhuman juices in there. Okay? So you have to learn the right types of techniques in order to build this superhuman type of player. This is what Moneyball Hitter Magazine is all about. Okay? If we taught the Moneyball formula to players who didn't take steroids during the steroid era, they would do just as well as the players taking steroids. Okay? Because the formula and the techniques that we have give the body this superhuman energy, almost like a steroid, to tell you the truth. Okay? And we're quite serious about this. So, this video is about you know, hitting coaches, they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know how these players were swinging. They didn't teach those types of swings, but they just laid back and enjoyed it like the rest of us. They were more of a fan than the rest of us. When you're having that much success, you don't tinker with anybody's swings. It's when we work with a lot of teams and we work with players and stuff like that. That's our goal, to hit the ball so gosh darn hard, so gosh darn consistently by incorporating the techniques that nobody talks to you anymore. They just let you go out there and have fun. Because if you got a lot of people messing with your swing and they don't know what they're talking about, your career could end quickly if you're stupid enough to listen to them and you don't know what's going on out there as far as what's going on right now, which is the hitting coaches and the way baseball hitting is taught right now is really the main reason why hitters in the major leagues, and it trickles all the way down from there at all levels, hitting is down nationwide. The right technologies and techniques aren't there. They're just not there. Okay? But they were there in the steroid era. When that superhuman juice just rearranged the mindset and the body just wanted to do what it naturally wanted to do because it felt so powerful. Okay? And this isn't a theory or a philosophy. Okay? This is what happened. This is what happened. But now everything's got to be done naturally. It's got to be done naturally. We've got some natural techniques that give everybody the juice that it needs that the steroids supplied back in the day. Thanks for joining us, Mike Huber, lead columnist for the magazine and team hitting specialist. Take care.